kenapa dia orang tak letak railing kat situ, bahaya. Alah abang bukan orang first yang jatuh. Lagilah patut letak railing kan. He's like, bang, abang nampak motor atau abang nampak perempuan tu? Perempuan tu. Saya nampak motor. Ya bang, dia bukan manusia. Perempuan tu apa? Perempuan tu saja yang mati. She killed herself. Went off, langgar traffic, and dia kena langgar, and she flew to the other side. And I said, asal kau tahu semua ni? Saya yang angkat banyak dia bang.
Welcome back to another episode of Naik Bulu Tales. I'm Fairil.
I'm Mo.
And we have been really enjoying, we've been really thankful for all your support, actually.
Yeah.
You know, for those that have been reaching out to us to tell us their stories. You know, we're coming up with little different things for Naik Bulu Tales soon.
Yeah, we've had people sliding in our
DMs
and DMs, and they've been emailing us as well. So thank you for that. Yeah. You know who you are.
But before we get started with our guest today, don't forget to subscribe, comment,
and like
and share, please. I just wanted to say as well, like I think I said in the other episode, 58% of our viewers are not subscribed, so please subscribe. It will really help our channel.
We can do more. We get more guests.
Yeah. Anyway,
who do we got?
Let's get going.
Yeah.
Who we got?
Well, this is a good friend of ours, brother. Our friend Farah, we've known for 20 odd years.
Yeah.
And our episode 4 guest, Yamin.
Yep.
He's a good friend as well, because I think they all lived in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, at one point.
Yamin recommended him.
Yamin did recommend. He actually watched our show, and he's like, "Hey, I got stories." Nice. And this is what we like. We like other people watching the show and like, "Hey, I got stories to tell." Like, please come on.
Yes, let us know if you have stories.
So, without further ado, we have Saiful.
Hi guys.
Frizaila. Sorry?
Saiful
Frizaila.
Frizaila's my dad's name.
Correct. Saiful. What's up, bro?
It's an interesting name, by the way.
Yeah.
How are you today, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thanks for coming on board.
No problem.
Why don't you just tell the audience who you are, what do you do?
So my name is Saiful, and so I'm an event organizer.
Okay.
But I also do other stuff. I do musical stand-up comedy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I sing funny songs.
I love that. I love parodies.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not parodies. It's original songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got an IG? Or
yeah, I do. Saiful Onisan.
Saiful Onisan.
Okay. Which means Abang Saiful in Japanese.
Abang
yes. Saiful, yeah. But I'm really bad. I'm really lazy at updating my social media, so my wife does it for me. Yeah, so
that's why we got married.
That's why we got married. That's the only reason. To update our IG.
To improve ourselves.
Yeah,
exactly. Well,
that's right.
I'm not married, so I don't know yet.
And then I'm also an interpreter, Japanese English BM, and I'm also a musician, but I don't have a drummer right now, so my band is on hold.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So
you're looking for a drummer?
Everybody's always looking for a drummer, man.
Okay, guys. Saiful's looking for a drummer, so you know. Comment.
Drummers out there. So, Saiful, you were telling us right before we started this that you have a few stories to tell us.
Yeah, I do.
That you've been through, and like Mo was saying, you saw our previous episode, Yamin, in it.
Yes, I did. Yeah, it's cool.
And you wanted to hey, I got some stories I want to tell.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. So I told Yamin that I've got some stories. So actually, Yamin and I grew up in Japan. So at that time in Yokohama, there was like only 3 Malaysian families.
Wow.
During the MIC days.
What year was that?
86, 87.
Oh wow, okay.
Before Petronas came.
Yeah.
Petronas bought the shipping company, right?
Right.
And then the whole kampung came. But before that, there was only 3 families.
Wow.
So your family, Yamin, the Shafis, and then
the Shafis,
and one more.
Another one. So, but the other family, the father's working for BP.
Right.
And my father was there under this UN organization called ITTO, International Tropical Timber Organization.
Okay,
so
cool.
the whole family moved there.
So you were in Japan for quite a while. How long were you in Japan?
13 years.
13 years.
Yeah.
So you must be telling a story about
Yeah, I've got stories about Japan as well.
Oh, that's what we want to hear. Someone who's first-hand experienced it in Japan.
But it's good. That one's quite short, but
it's all right. It's all right. I mean, we got time.
Yeah. So tell us the first one you're most comfortable telling.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the Japan one first, because that's quite. I think it's a good starter. So I think when I was about 13 or 12, something like that, I was coming back from school. I had maybe 13. So I had after school activities, and then of course I lepak with my friends. We don't come back on time, of course. And so I was walking back to my house, and it was already dark. It's winter time actually, so it gets dark faster, right?
Right.
And the street lights were on, of course. So I was walking down, and I saw his figure, right? Just like standing there, not moving, right? So just walking. I thought nothing of it. Suddenly, when I got quite close, it was a guy with full-blown samurai gear. Samurai like armor and everything.
Oh wow!
And
from far away, you couldn't really tell it was.
I couldn't really tell because it was quite far. So,
right.
Yeah. So once I got a bit nearer, I was like, what's he wearing? And Halloween is in the 80s. Halloween is not a big thing in Japan,
right?
And it wasn't Halloween time,
exactly.
Right? Yeah, and walking, I'm like, what's he wearing, right? So I walked, and he's just sitting there, he's just standing there straight, right? And got the sword and everything, What? He's like holding the sword. He's like full on, like the stance,
right,
standing there.
So he's got the helmet and all, everything, the whole getup,
the whole gear.
Wow.
Like, I think red color.
So you saw his face.
Red color.
He had the armor.
Oh right,
so
the mask.
The mask.
Yeah, he had the mask. So
mask.
I couldn't see his eyes. It was all dark, and the funny thing is I didn't run, so I was just walking, and then just trying to act cool,
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. Were you alone?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you were alone. Around what time was this? Do you remember?
I think it was like probably 8 or 9.
Okay, so it wasn't too late.
But Malili for them.
But
but winter is
winter,
right.
so it was
fast.
already it gets dark for like maybe 6. It's already dark. So it was really cold, and then.
So at the moment, did you think it was just a guy dressing up in a samurai?
I thought it was a crazy guy dressed up as a samurai.
Right.
That's the most logical.
Yeah, and then so basically, it's a straight road. I was walking, and then my house is down the hill. Japan, there's a lot of hills, right?
Yeah.
So this is a straight road going this way, and the street lights here, and the road is going down, and my house is there. Right. So I walk straight, and then I saw the guy, and then I went down.
Right.
And then I'm like, that's really weird. I turned around, the guy's gone. Vanished. And I didn't hear running or anything, just gone.
So it was it's like literally like a split second.
But walking there, it was quite long, because it's a long road. So he was there a long time. And then I went down, and then I just, looked over. It's like gone.
Was there snow already on the ground? Or
no
snow.
No.
Okay. Right.
But there was like something like mist, It's like it was cold,
Of course.
Yeah, it's like very misty day, It's like misty night.
That's actually, to be honest with you, that's actually more cool than scary.
No, actually, yeah.
But it's pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
Did you share with anyone after that? After your experience?
I told my mom, and my mom's like, tak ada lah, mana ada. Mana ada hantu kat Jepun.
Hey, please lah, Saiful. That's why you should balik awal.
Balik sembahyang maghrib kan. Tak sembahyang maghrib.
Tak sembahyang you nampak samurai.
Nampak samurai.
you've been back how long now?
I came back in 99.
99.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and how has your supernatural experience been in Malaysia?
Oh, here, okay. So I came back in 99, and the house that I'm staying in now, Alhamdulillah, not haunted anymore.
Anymore,
yeah.
Anymore is the key word right there.
Yeah, so it was the first townhouse project in Malaysia. So like 2 floors,
right?
Condo, right? Really old, built in the 80s, right? Still standing, thank God. If not, I'll be a ghost also. So when I came back, it was a really rundown place.
Right.
Management wasn't there, and then one old guard, and they have 2 blocks. Two sections: the upper block and the lower block. Right. So the upper block has four different blocks, and the lower block has 3. So I live in the bottom one.
Okay.
And it's about 40 to 50 houses total at the bottom, and each block, right, this is how bad it was. Each block had only one family.
Wow.
So I was the only one living in block B, another family block A, and another family in block C.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So there was nobody there, of course. And then at that time I was working in Hotel Nico in 99.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
When I came back, that was my first job as a Japanese guest relations, because I can speak Japanese. In front of the condo, in front of the house, there's like, it's a forest, and they have a man-made lake there. Really nice, really beautiful nature and everything. Very relaxing place. So this one time I came back late, because I was there until 11, and the VIP came, so I had to stay back, right? Then I came back home, and there was thunder and lightning, there's heavy rain and all that. And at that time, my first ex-wife, so she was at home, right? And then I came back, and I heard the lightning and thunder. Suddenly I hear like screaming coming from the lake, right?
Wow.
But it wasn't like, it was like a concert screaming, but it wasn't happy. It was like people being tortured, like
my
but
God.
a lot, you know, like thousands of people, you know, being tortured. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, and then I was like, I looked at her, I'm like, apaan sih itu? Because Indonesian, right? And she's like, oh, ini biasa. Huh? Biasa? So he's like, oh, I've heard this so many times. Like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I'm not scared of a ghost. Orang I takut.
We've heard
Ghost,
that
I'm not
before.
scared. Yeah, you know. So I'm like, I freaked out lah. So that was one. Another one is, okay, so the way the condo is set up, you have two-story condos and also one single floor condos. So mine is 2 floors. The one next door is 1 floor. So you have one house and another house at the bottom. So there's no stairs in the house, right? My house has stairs. So I would always hear, marbles being thrown to the wall. You know, the sound of marbles, and I heard running, like kids running, and up and down stairs, but there's no stairs there.
Right.
I would hear that. So, and one of the things that happened to me was I had some santau happening to me.
To you.
To me, also to my wife, my ex-wife.
So Santau, just to explain to the audience, Santau is
Santau is black magic.
It's pretty much black magic. Yeah.
Magic.
Sorry, did you mention where this location was? This is in.
Bukit Antarabangsa.
bukan tahu banyak gila.
Banyak betul.
Yeah, no, that one our friend Effie used to live there too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Bukit Antarabangsa, that was both those stories, Santau and this one.
Yeah. So the first Santau was when I first came back. Okay, of course I don't know who did it, because the people who actually, from my experience, the people who actually mengubat kita, right, fix our santau, they will never reveal who did it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because if not, you go and hantam that person, right?
Sure.
So
Santau balik.
Santau balik, right? Santau balik, or go and literally kill the.
I'd rather physically go get them.
Yeah. So first time I kena santau, basically what happened was my throat was blocked. Okay, so I could only drink. I couldn't eat. So I couldn't eat for a week.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I couldn't swallow. You know. So yeah. So I was like, this is really weird. And I love food. Right? I didn't look like this before. I was a real fat. I was 30 kilos more.
Oh wow.
I love to eat. So I'm doing IF. So I lost a lot of weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
You look good, man. You look good.
Thanks, bro. So anyway, I couldn't swallow, and I'm like, what's wrong with me, right? And I went to the doctors. They did all kinds of tests, X-ray, whatever. It's like, there's nothing there. Why are you not swallowing? You know, it's gonna. Doctor said gonna. Right? And then I was like, until you kena, you would never
know.
No, we're supposed to believe as Muslims, right?
Yeah.
But we don't believe until we kena.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I start talking to some people. It's like, ada barang ni, dia kata, barang apa bah? I didn't even know, ada barang apa, and in Japan, like, black magic is not a thing, so it wasn't like something normal over there, right?
Yeah.
So
less donkey people in Japan.
well, you have donkey people, but they don't do black magic.
In Japan, you have grudging people.
Ada. Bully is a culture.
Right, yeah.
Bullying is a culture. So I went to this guy, orang alim lah. Then he said, oh, ni berat ni. So what happens, right? When you kena santau or any kind of gangguan, so you have your true self here, right? And when you kena gangguan, one thing gets sent to you, right? And when it gets sent to you, sometimes the thing that attacks you is not so bad, but other things hinggap, because
it's like a magnet.
it's a magnet. Yeah, it attracts, and they're like, hey, let's have a party inside this guy.
Whoa, this is new to me.
Okay. So I've had a lot. I kena santau at least 10 times.
What?
Yeah. So then I'm like,
10 times.
that I know. Yeah, that I know.
That you know of.
Yep. Yeah. So
Okay, this is my theory for this is either perempuan that nak you, or is laki yang nak
my
your
wife.
ex, not your wife. It's like jealousy lah.
my wife's hot. My wife now very hot. Yeah.
There you go.
So
Barunya.
When was the last time you kena santau? How many?
last time was 4 months ago. Yeah. So you kena so much. Yeah. When you kena so much, you're like, oh, kena kot. Pergi check kejap. Oh, ada lah.
Kena.
Tak apalah.
But how do you know that you kena santau? Like, is it the same feeling?
Okay. There's a lot of ways people can santau you, and you can't trace this in court, so you can't exactly sue them.
Right.
They can't go to jail for it, right? So basically, like, one way is to physically damage you, right? Another way is to play with feelings, right? I give you an example, right? This one time I kena played with my feelings, and that time I was happy, everything was going well. My band was, playing shows, like we opened for Paramore in Stadium Kejalia.
Oh wow,
that's awesome.
That's so awesome. In front of like 10k people, So, and then my business was going well. I didn't have a wife at the time, I was divorced, but I was happy, I was happy, and then suddenly I'm like, I open the door, walk out to the balcony. It's a bright day, wind blowing, everything's nice, airy. I'm like, oh, what a good day today. I think I'm gonna kill myself. I want to jump off the balcony, right? But I'm happy. It's weird, right?
Yep.
So I'm like,
wow.
and then suddenly you're like, hey,
What just happened?
what aku cakap ni kan? Then there are ways to. So when I start talking like these people, like, hey, kau macam ustaz. I'm not like ustaz at all. I'm not an ustaz at all. I still have a lot to learn, right? So basically, syaitan dan iblis and all these jin tak boleh kacau orang yang hati suci. How do you cleanse your heart? You have to zikir all the time,
Right.
and that sampai, like, even while you're talking, even while you're sleeping, you still zikir without realizing, because second nature. So once you realize something's wrong or whatnot, or you start baca lah, then the thing will go away. But kalau teruk sangat, you need berubat lah kan.
So it's funny, santau or black magic, it's such a mental game.
Oh yeah,
Right? It's like people, that's why people are skeptical. They're like, maybe you have a mental health issue, go to see a doctor, makan ubat lah. But you are going through something.
Yeah, exactly. So
What's the worst santau you've gone through?
I think the first one,
The one that tak boleh
makan.
telan.
Wow. And then kena my wife, my ex-wife. Okay, so sometimes they send it to your spouse or your girlfriend over, so that make you fight, and then you break up, whatever, right? So we would fight every single day, every single minute we would fight. It's like she hates me, she looks at, it's like I look at face and I hate you, like, what's going on, right? And at that time it didn't click to me yet, right? Like, something happened, and then until like I checked, and it's like, hey, datang rumah sekarang, this is really bad, right? And then when the thing finds out that you want to get help, it will retaliate lah, because he doesn't, they don't want to leave the body, right? So she started kicking and screaming and all that. So in my house there's a grill in the area where you put your shoes, right? And then there's a wooden door. So when she started mengamuk, I picked her up. She's smaller than me lah. I picked her up and I put her in between, and I closed the door, I locked. I forgot there was a shovel there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and she started banging the door with a shovel, and I can hear like pieces of wood flying, right? Solid door, bro. It wasn't one of those plywood doors. In the 80s kan, you build cement and all that. Kotok. Lama. But at that side, the ustaz was already baca lah to let her calm down a bit. And then suddenly she kept quiet. right? Kept quiet. I said, okay lah, can take her. Open the door, and the shovel, right? The wood is thicker than your mic, you know, solid, you know.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she took the shovel. She's like, patah, bro.
Wow.
I couldn't have broken it. I was like, oh shit. I closed the door. So wait.
So that thing inside her gave her all the strength.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She had like, okay, so like what I was explaining before, so you have your true self here, and you can and then it comes in layers. So all these things, hantu raya, jin, Pontianak, all layer until your true self is pushed so far back, you become a different person.
Right.
And you know what's going on, but you can't fight it.
Oh my god, that's a nightmare.
That's what happens.
It's like being in a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's like the farther land. What the further?
The further in the red Insidious.
In Insidious.
yeah, exactly.
The further.
That's what it's like. And you want to escape, you can't. But you know you're doing all these wrong things, but it's not you. They're just using your body, you know.
It's crazy.
So yeah.
But you are okay. So have you gone that bad? Like what your ex-wife went through? Like, that can you see yourself?
On my side, they wanted to kill me by starvation.
Yeah.
Even so, all I had for 1 week was water and soup, and even that it hurts. Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the worst. And the recent one, the one I had a few months ago, that was the same one as well. Blocked.
And how long did that last?
It was about a month.
So you didn't eat for a month?
Oh no, I ate.
Oh right.
But it wasn't as bad, but it was blocking. It was an inconvenience. It's like when you have a swollen throat, you can't swallow. But I just swallowed anyway, and I thought it was because I was screaming, practicing screaming metal or whatever, right? But I looked at my tonsils, my throat. It's like it doesn't look like it's bengkak or anything. It's not like it's inflamed, right? And then I was like, hey, this seems like what happened last time. Then I checked up. But see, as you go through this, it's a journey. You go through this a lot.
Yeah.
You get more sensitive and you can recover faster. So far in my experience,
Right.
and you become even more sensitive. Sometimes when you walk into a place, suddenly you feel cold and or hot.
Yeah.
Ada barang in that place,
Wow.
And a lot, you'd be surprised. A lot of restaurants, a lot of businesses, they use all this stuff.
Right.
So. Yeah,
but we believe it, and of course we believe you. It's just that it's so crazy because it's not a go-to, kan?
No, yeah.
People like terus pergi doctor or something.
Exactly.
So it's like, how do we? And these things happen. How do you battle it? So is there is there one bomo or no ustad you go to?
When you go to the people and they say, okay, the first time I went to the guy and I'm like, bang, nak kena bawa ayam ke pulut kuning ke limau. It's like, tu semua aku bukan bomo lah.
Yeah, betul.
I'm just somebody who understands the Quran. You don't understand it.
Aku tak lapar lah.
Actually, those are the guys we need to meet instead of the bomo. People keep going to bomo, we don't
know why. That's the problem. No, actually, the problem is, right, okay, last time when you want to go to a bomo, you have to go deep in the forest. And there's one old guy who janggut down to the floor, and he's like betapa, it's like, one guy, number one, right? And then he's got his anak murid lah. The problem is what happened was the anak murid is doing business now.
Yeah.
Right? And things are so easy. You nak mayat dapat. It comes in crates, So these are the people who are bukan nak kata kacau market lah. What they're doing is screwed up.
For those out there experiencing the same as you, not knowing what to do, what's the first thing they should?
I think, well, I mean, if you can go to the doctor first, check if there's something wrong with you. But if the doctor still can't figure out what it is, and if you just have a feeling that maybe there's something different, right? I mean, for Muslims, you pray and ask God to help you, and then try and get help. Go to ustad or go to masjid, ask them if somebody can help me because I'm feeling a bit weird. I think it's not normal. It's
do they
supernatural?
Do they need to acknowledge something more than just something supernatural is happening to them after they checked with everyone?
No, the thing is, sometimes when you don't accept that something supernatural has happened to you, it doesn't work. Because here's the thing: when you got so many things inside you, that thing itself does not want you to go get help. Right. So you get the wrong help. So you go to doctor give you painkillers, right? Then you take painkillers so much, and for years, suddenly, your kidneys get messed up, and then you die.
Yeah. So what I'm curious is, you have besides Farah, and then you have another brother.
Yeah, I have another brother.
There's three of you.
Yeah, three of us. I'm number two.
Number two.
Yeah, I'm number two.
Oh, so your brother, you, and then Farah.
And then Farah. Yeah. Farah's
You're the only one that is getting on Santa almost, is it?
I think so. I never asked the other two if they had an experience.
Right. But they
know.
As far as
they're aware that you went through this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
10 times that you know of.
Yeah, but at first they were like, tak ada lah, mengarut,
Right.
Biasalah,
Right. As we get older,
Yeah.
right, we start to kind of like.
That's why sometimes like this type of things, when you talk to people, if they tak faham, they tak faham.
Yeah,
right. So you're like, tak apalah,
You can't convince them.
Yeah, you choose who you talk to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this is not easy to share,
It's not.
and you are strong as hell after 10 times. So thank you
Inshallah.
so much, bro.
No problem.
Alhamdulillah, everything.
I just
well.
want the listeners, if they, the viewers, if they have the same problem, get help, because it's awareness, It's,
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. If
Yep.
you guys have gone through something similar,
Or know someone who has.
yeah, leave a comment down and maybe share your story down there so we can read it.
Yeah, maybe we can contact Saiful and see what's the best way to help you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Professor.
the person who helped me, the first person who helped me, he's not here anymore. He moved to a different place, but
Okay.
the person now who's helping me, he's actually a professor.
Oh wow. Okay.
What is he a professor of?
I think language or something like that. So but he's been giving this gift to help people. So he quit all that. So he's just doing this full time.
Right.
And what he does is, it's really funny actually. All these jinn and all that who come and kacau you, right? What he does is he converts them to become Muslim.
The jinns.
Yes.
Nice.
And he sends them back because
To where they're from.
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's how the world is, bro.
Oh, the world of jinns.
Yeah, it's actually next to each other.
It's like a parallel. It's like
parallel.
Top of
Parallel.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah, and their world is actually more advanced than us. It's like Atlantis, right? And they can go between worlds, right?
Right.
And they have TV, they have smartphones, and
Wow.
they also have autistic jinns. They get lost and then they can't go back. So
it's
very
kind of like is it very similar to like Bunyans as well, the Bunyan world?
yeah.
It's pretty.
It's actually the same.
Oh, so Bunyans are actually jinns. Are you saying?
No, it's a different type of species.
Yeah.
But they don't live in the same world, jinns and
No,
bunyans.
because so basically these other types of jinns and bunyan or whatever, they have different shapes.
Yeah.
Some look like looks like huge monsters. Some with like big eyes. But the most common things that Bomo like to use to send to people is hantu raya. Hantu raya is very tall and they've got a light on the head. Why they like to send hantu raya is because they're very stupid and they're loyal.
Right.
So we said, go there, kacau him until I release you. They'll stay there for 100 years.
I've seen some Google images. I don't know if it's accurate. And the hantu raya looks very monstrous, right? It's very scary
very tall,
looking, tall.
and then, with glowing like spotlight type of eyes.
That one I didn't know.
Is that
spotlight?
So Hantu is kind of similar to Hantu Tinggi.
Yeah,
Right?
similar. Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, so
hantu gala.
Hantu Gala, yeah. Hantu
Hantu
Gala.
Tinggi also has a light like that.
Yeah.
Similar. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Wow.
They're the same thing of different names.
This is like like an educational episode.
I do. I love it. I love it, Saiful. I love
We
it.
can do episode 2 if you want.
Yeah,
No problem.
for sure.
We'll get you back.
problem.
We'll get you
because,
back.
Yeah, definitely on.
Then you were telling us also you have one more story you want to share that's actually quite creepy.
Yeah. Okay, so my other story is about I'll just say it's Ghost Rider lah.
Nicolas Cage?
Not Nicolas Cage, the local version.
The Ghost Rider.
Local version.
Okay. A Ghost Rider. Okay.
Ghost Rider.
New to me.
So basically, so the way to go to UIA.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Opposite Gombak. Right. Opposite there's two petrol stations next to each other. So from Gombak going back to Ulu Kelang.
Right.
Right. So I was going back, and it was the first Traweh, because tomorrow is puasa.
Right. Okay.
And see these type of things, they like to kacau people who are having problems, right? So it's easier to kacau. So I was going through my divorce, my business was going down the crab hole, and my band members left me, and things were really bad lah. So wanted to pray Tarawih and ask Allah to help me. So
makes sense to me.
Makes sense, right? So Tarawih you do a lot of rakaat, so you get thirsty, so I wanted to drink something, so buy a bottle of water. So I was coming back, and the road goes like this, and then this is a petrol station, another petrol station here. So it's like small road going this way from the highway.
Right. So it's going towards UAE.
No, UAE. Yeah, UAE is opposite. So
Okay.
it's this way.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
So this is going back, right?
Right. Okay.
Actually, further up is UAE.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going inside, right? Suddenly, a motorbike, a girl with a tudung, right? Okay, she was wearing tudung and tracksuit and baju. She cut in front of me. This way, this way.
Oh, weird. Oh,
Right?
So off the road.
just
Off road. Okay. So off road is a gaung. It's a drop.
Oh.
She came this way. Okay.
yeah. So that's not possible for somebody to
Exactly. And so I didn't want to hit the girl. Right? If I turn right, I'll hit the girl.
Right.
Because she's going this way.
Yeah.
So I turn left. Because usually when it's a gaung, there's a rail, right? And I'm not going fast.
Right.
Because I'm going to stop anyway, right?
Yeah.
To get my drink. So I go like this, and there's no rail.
Oh shit.
Okay, so at the bottom of the rail, there's cement, right? Like goes like that. And then the rail again.
Yeah.
So that thing became a launch pad. I flew, bro.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I believe I can fly. I did.
And you flew.
I flew.
You flew big.
I flew. I fell down
Shit.
kamikaze style.
Oh fuck.
Oh my
And
goodness.
can you imagine, like, you're falling down and you can see the ground like that? That's some scary shit. And when people say, like, before you die, life flashes in front of our eyes, but I didn't see that. What I saw was, like, everything slowed down, slow motion. I can see the airbag, like, I can see the dust from the airbag. every single speck of that I can see. And suddenly I see a big screen, like a big ass screen with small screens. And I saw my parents, saw my childhood.
Oh wow.
I saw my wife, right?
Right. Yeah. It's like your memories are coming to you.
Yeah, like one big screen
like
with small
flashing.
screens.
Yeah.
But it wasn't flashing. It was like one big screen with small screens, right? And I'm like, oh, my ex-wife. I take out my ex-wife, throw away. So that was the problem. Throw away the ex-wife. And then I didn't even have time to mengucap. But what I said was, Allah, kalau ni masa aku,
Right.
aku rela. And then I fell. Boom. But the drop was very, very high. And there's like a, what do you call it? A storm drain. The square, like solid concrete kan, in the longkang there. I missed the thing by this much. So here's the thing. I usually don't wear seatbelts.
Shit.
I never wear seatbelt. Now I do lah.
What a bad boy.
Bad boy. Yeah, I'm a rebel. Right? Usually I don't wear seatbelt, but that day I don't know why I'm like, right? So if I have a seatbelt, right, and I missed the drain by like that much,
Right.
if I didn't have the seatbelt, I would have gone through the windshield. The car would have landed on me. I'd be dead, done, man.
That's
and
it.
the car was total, right? It was like totally fucked up, right? And people like, and I crawled out of the car, and I walked up the hill, and people didn't know I was in the car, so they're like, bang, kereta wah mati ya.
Itu kata aku lah.
And you see the seat belt, right, saved me from going through the windshield, and I was like a real fat ass, and here bruised lah. So I thought I'd like screwed up my rib cage or whatever, right? Because I couldn't breathe. I was like that, right? So I thought I screwed up my rib cage. So as I was going out, there's some people taking no more echo and all that shit, right? And last time I was very stupid. I used to carry a knife everywhere I go. So I had a butterfly knife with me all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. So I went up there and they're like, I'm like, kau ajar kau ambil kau itu kau nak kill you. They're like, oh, like.
Sorry, they were what? Doing what with the what? They were
They're taking Toto number from my car.
Oh my
Car
god.
license plate.
This happens.
Yeah, it does.
This
It's a
really
real thing.
happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
What bitches.
yeah. It's a very Melayu thing, bro. Oh, tadi ada accident jadi nombor 7. Tapi ular tu pusing balik. Nombor 8.
They did it because you survived, or they would have done it even if you didn't.
Yeah, so usually accidents, the people look at where dia akan tengok nombor plate, lepas tu dia beli nombor tu.
No, I feel like these are the jinns in our world. You know,
Tapi haram. Still cannot.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau dia menang, dia halalkan yang haram, bro.
Chop.
Yeah.
So that bike that came across the road, it just it was. So what was the road like actually?
So no, it was just a small road going to the gas station. It was a proper road, but there was no rail, right?
Okay.
So basically the motorbike came from the drop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there's no way for it to come.
Yeah.
It didn't come like this. It came like this. Right. So it has to come from the gaung, you know, like.
I see.
Right. Okay. At that time, I still thought it was, I thought budak gila mana rempit minah rempit mana, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I was wondering like, mana datang motor tu? It doesn't make sense. So when the cops came, I was on the news, It was like, like reporters came and stuff.
What year was this?
Like more than 15 years ago. Yeah.
07.
I usually calculate things like first divorce, second divorce.
No, I mean it makes sense. It's the milestones.
The milestones.
Yeah. I can relate. I had a first divorce also 2012.
I had 2 divorces, bro. I win.
Yeah.
It's not a competition, man.
Not a game.
The crazy things is you've been through some crazy shit, like being possessed at least, or being
like magic.
Santa is one.
Like magic.
Santa was one.
10 times, and then going through this.
Yeah. So the thing is, the cops came, and they have to take the statement, right? And I told them what happened. I was like, mana boleh, takkan dia datang dengan dia datang kanan kiri, cik. Kalau dia datang kanan kiri, dia pun jatuh dengan saya lah. Lepas tu, tak adalah, awak ni mabuk ke apa? Saya tak minum lah, cik. Awak ada beli barang.
Tak minum hari ni.
I don't drink.
Good.
I don't drink because like my friend nearly died last time in Japan, so I got scared, and also I fear that I might like it too much, so I didn't start, and I don't take other stuff as well. Yeah, so. And then he's like, awak ada barang? I cakap, check lah, tengok ada track. Tengok ini pistol. Saya gemuk, macam mana saya ambil dadah? Kalau saya kurus, saya ambil dadah lah.
Faham lah.
Like screaming at the police,
So it's funny, when you say Ghost Rider, I literally thought that was something you saw, like a skull full of flames.
Oh,
but this girl pakai tudung,
tracksuit, baju.
Kapcai. Not even a Harley.
No, kapcai. And okay, here's the thing. And I was very confused. I was like, what happened for somebody? I didn't have a car anymore, so I was going to the petrol station all the time. Every time I can get a car, I go. I look at the car. How did I survive this? And then one day the news the worker there, the petrol pump, he's like looking at me, right? Then I talked to him and I said, kenapa dia orang tak letak railing kat situ, bahaya. Alah, abang bukan orang first yang jatuh. Lagilah patut letak railing kan? He's like, bang, saya faham. Dia Indonesian lah. Saya tahu kok. Apa yang kamu tahu? He's like, enggak, saya tahu. Abang lihat cewek perempuan cewek. And I was like, kok kamu tahu sih? How come you know? He's like, saya faham. Apa yang kau faham? Right? I was like, it's like, okay, abang nampak motor atau abang nampak perempuan tu? Perempuan tu? Saya nampak motor. Ya bang, dia bukan manusia. I was like, abang orang ke-11 jatuh.
11.
Then I said, habis orang-orang yang jatuh tu macam mana? I said, diorang semua hidup, tapi kereta hancur. Saya habis perempuan tu apa? Perempuan tu saja yang mati. So that girl is from that Gombak punya kampung bawah tu. I don't know, putus tunang ke, broke up with a boyfriend or whatever. She killed herself.
Right.
She went off, langgar traffic, and dia kena langgar, and she flew to the other side. And I said, asal kau tahu semua ni? Saya yang angkat mayat dia, bang. And he said like, God. And I was like, terus bulu rumah naik. And he's like, saya angkat dia, tapi dia bersih, tak ada darah, tak ada apa, tapi dalam semua dah pecah. Dia masuk ambulans, dia dah mati.
So she was the first lah. Then 11 later victims that survived like you.
Dia kata benda ni suka kacau lelaki.
And most likely the lelaki is going through the trouble like you say.
That's why.
That's why. So I said, you punya boss You punya bos tak pasang railing, orang jatuh boleh mati, tak ada orang mati lagi bang. I cakap tak apalah. I got really pissed off, bro.
Yeah, that's not the point. Come on lah.
And I said, saya doakan anak bos jatuh.
Oh
I got
shit.
pissed off, bro. Come on lah kan.
I'll be pissed.
Now dah ada railing lah. So alhamdulillah.
So she's probably pissed.
Yeah, no, she's pissed.
Okay, so one last question for me. So basically, when you saw the motorbike and the girl, you saw her as a physical thing, or was it like a transparent figure?
No, it looked like a normal person.
You saw her as a real person.
No, what he said was, some people, what they see is, as they're driving, suddenly a tudung girl, full of blood, suddenly appears in the windscreen.
Oh shit!
I said, tu lagi horror siot, kan? Aku nampak motor biasa with a normal. I thought it was human being. If I knew it was ghost, I ran over lah, kan?
Yeah.
Kan?
Yeah.
My car was total, bro. I didn't have a car for like 1 year. That's so bad.
That's crazy.
She must be still haunting people with the face at least.
Could be, I don't know, but
And plus, dia suka lelaki sebab she got heartbroken
she kacau lelaki.
Tunang
Semua lelaki tu.
So lelaki kena.
Ada kereta yang terbelah dua, dia cakap, tapi orang hidup.
So, but you're saying that all 11 victims before you, or you're the 11th one, all guys.
And the thing is, I thought I got really messed up. Then I went to the hospital. My brother-in-law brought me there. My brother at that time did the X-ray. Why I couldn't breathe? Because the seatbelt was holding me down, and I was bruised inside, but nothing was broken. The airbag like ripped my lips a bit, and only that lah. I was, and that's why I always tell people, like when people are going through certain journeys like this, right? Becoming a better person, or they're getting a lot of gangguan. I said, I was gonna die so many times, right? But Allah tak bagi aku mati lagi. So there must be something I need to do. But when it's the surat I die, I will die whatever I do. So you
had a purpose. You have a purpose.
I had a purpose.
I like that way of thinking.
Well, that purpose was today to tell our viewers.
Just to be a guest
exactly
on this show. Saiful, guys. Wow,
dude, man, thank you.
What a treat. Thanks, bro.
No problem.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Some really eye-opening things.
Are you sure this is okay for you to be on the show? If kalau people santau kau,
kalau santau, kalau aku kena what to do.
I love this guy. This
is for good intentions.
We'll make sure this show is for good intentions.
Inshallah, if that way, if somebody kena and they go and check doctors, like doctor give all kinds of medicine, nothing wrong with them, and they keep on getting sick, maybe they can go and check.
Right.
You don't know.
Well, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks.
And we hope that
thank you.
Things get like you become stronger.
No, things are good. I have a beautiful wife. I have two kids.
Awesome.
It's true. I've met his wife. She's really cool. Really cool.
My wife's really hot. So
hot and cool.
Alhamdulillah.
That's it.
Alhamdulillah.
Tu wajib. Hot and cool.
Hot and cool.
So guys, thanks for joining us again. If you like the story, comment down. Let us know what you think.
If you have any questions for Saiful, please.
Yeah, sure.
He'll be happy to answer and help.
His IG handles, so
in his socials, follow him and ask him himself.
Facebook is Saiful Frizala.
Okay.
Alright, we'll put it on.
Instagram is Saiful Onisan.
Nice. We'll get those.
So thanks again, Saiful.
Thank you for having me,
bro.
You're most welcome.
The man. Thank you, son. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. My name is Fairil.
I'm Mo,
and
my name is Saiful,
and we'll see you guys next time.
Naik Bulu Tales.